What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked and sub, and let's get into this. When the last 10 years that just happened is really studied of what the hell were we doing, Warner Brothers game, and specifically Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, will be mentioned in the top of things that, like, we did wrong. We did wrong. And the good thing, though, is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, it did, aside from tanking their franchise, it did let us know really the dangers of the consultancy company, the Sweet Baby Inks, which of course handedly worked on this game, and a bunch of other failures. Mortal Kombat, the multiplayer game, and now the head of the gaming over there is gone, or at least he will be in the next couple months. But yeah, in the year 2024, the only successful thing they had was Hogwarts Legacy, which was great. And all the money they made from that basically got taken away with the 300 million impairment charge and then a 31% decline in review. So David Haddad is the guy that we can thank for all the dumb decisions, because at the end of the day, when you're in control, you're on top, the leadership falls to you. So he was the president of Warner Brothers Interactive, and he is being exited from the company after 12 years following said disaster of 2024, and that 300 million impairment charge. So from Jennifer Moss at Variety, reporting that Haddad has announced his departure, but will remain with the company for the next 3 months. Or is it 3 months? I've seen it both ways. As CEO, David Zaslav looks for a replacement because, of course, while what's his face? James Gunn is busy over there on the movie side. Zaslav's over here still trying to make money. Global streaming and games CEO and president JB Brett said about Haddad, the mastermind, leaving, that David has thoughtfully and purposefully chosen a time when our release schedule is lighter, which will help minimize disruption to our ongoing projects that are horrible and that he greenlit, and strategic plans, and allow this team to smoothly prepare for its next record-breaking title. I am so this is what Haddad is saying. I'm so proud of everything we've accomplished together at Warner Brothers Games during my time with the company. It's a shame that you let all the work of the decade before that ruin this. It's been an absolute pleasure working on and building our iconic gaming franchises, minus the Arkhamverse now, and I will continue to be an enthusiastic supporter of this talented team's. Bye, Felicia. And of course, as noted, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is the main thing. The decision to not just have the Justice League be killed, which you might expect, to wait until months later to all of a sudden retcon it and say that they were clones, to really connect it and have Kevin Conroy's last performance. I know he didn't know he was going to die, but the last real voice gaming performance be him, and then have it be specifically the Arkhamverse Batman that you said. And yeah, it never got more, as you can see here, 13.5, so never more than 14,000. I played it very briefly because Tech Rat had it for like free, basically $1.99 on Steam. Horrible, generic. Obviously, even if the story wasn't offensive and you didn't have all the Sweet Baby Ink writing, it still would have been a fail because it's just not fun to play around in. And as you can see, still barely 300 people playing it. Here he said, starting with studios, the 400 million a year decline during Q1 was primarily due. Hogwarts Legacy is the only success they had. The only success. So that 400 million decline was because of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League and their Mortal Kombat games, which were failing. Anyway, we've got the last update out. Deathstroke joining the roster. It's still not enough to save this game. Generic gameplay. We talked a little bit about the fact that they've laid off a bunch of their employees, both from quality assurance and from just straight up developing. That was the last one we heard. And then Mortal Kombat is the other big failure. Mortal Kombat 1 is not selling the DLC. Mortal Kombat and Injustice, the mobile games got shut down and everyone got fired. So just not looking good all around. You can see here indicating that after Mortal Kombat 1 was sucking, basically, and the DLCs were selling poorly, that the Combat Pack 3 and Second Story expansion were planned, all canceled recently. No more characters from Combat Pack 2. A cameo or two might make it since there has been work on them, but I don't know yet. And he said Chaos Reign sold poorly. So that's it. That's why Homeboy is leaving. The multiple 100 million impairment charges, the 31% decline in earnings, and just word of mouth. Word of mouth. You mention it now, and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be brought up and just laughed at. They just don't have much else. So goodbye. Hopefully, greener pastures. Hopefully, they bring someone in that understands the value of their franchises, understands the value, the import of keeping the lore and the source material, super honed. Keep it high and tight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me know what you think about all this. By all means, if you have not, make sure to like, share, and sub. And if you have done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you.
Well, bye.